Today, Ohio Governor John Kasich is in South Carolina after a boost by his second-place win in New Hampshire. He is working hard to keep his presidential campaign alive. So while the governor is away, who is running the state? NBC4's Ted Hart is live at the State House tonight to try to answer that question. Ted?
Well, the topic came up today during some back and forth between reporters and state political and legislative leaders. And of course, Republican leaders say that the governor has always been just a phone call away, but at least one Democratic senator said that the impact of the governor being on the presidential campaign trail is a little more subtle.
So let me say to you that it also...
The governor crowed about his 106 town hall meetings in New Hampshire, more than any other candidate. And the closer it got to primary election day, more and more Ohio volunteers were in New Hampshire, including at least 4 state senators and the state auditor and others.
There have been a lot of Ohioans, including some of our top state officials who've spent a whole lot of time in New Hampshire.
So has the absence of the governor and others slowed the pace of the legislature or the progress of policy? Senate President Keith Faber, who was among those in New Hampshire for 10 days, says not at all.
He has continued to be involved in what's going on at the state legislative level, and certainly he's got very competent people. His administration has some of the smartest, hardest working folks I've ever dealt with.
Yesterday, lawmakers voted to defund Planned Parenthood, and that gives the governor a conservative-friendly bill to sign as he tries to curry votes in conservative South Carolina. And Senate Democratic leader Joe Schiavone says he doesn't expect any legislative proposals that could cause the governor any political problems to come up for discussion anytime soon.
I'm expecting light, more feel-good kind of bills coming out between now and whenever his campaign wraps up.
And one of the issues that will stick to John Kasich on the campaign trail, especially in the more conservative states, is his decision to expand Medicaid here in Ohio. And coming up at 6, we'll take a closer look at that issue. For now, live at the State House, Ted Hart, NBC4.
Ted, thank you. With the governor out of state, he has been spending more on security and travel. State records show the fund for bodyguards increased from $17,000 in his first year in office to more than $350,000 this fiscal year. Detailed spending records show payments for airline tickets and for hotel rooms in New Hampshire, Iowa, South Carolina, and Las Vegas, all Kasich campaign stops.